The atrocities on Bangladeshi Hindus has garnered outrage from across the globe. Amid the unending violence against Hindus in Bangladesh, British MPs Gardiner and Priti Patel brought up the violence against Bangladeshi Hindus in the UK Parliament. And then one of the MPs, who's from the Labour Party, has said he went ahead and asked the Secretary of State for Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Affairs to make a statement on the situation in Bangladesh and the recent attacks on the Hindu community. Indian origin MP Priti Patel also highlighted the plight of Hindus in Bangladesh.
A leading Hindu monk, Chinmoy Krishna Das, who is a former leader of the ISKCON Krishna consciousness movement, has been arrested. People are concerned that whilst he was engaged in exclusively peaceful protest, he has been denied due process, charged with sedition and refused bail. Yet none of the individuals who attacked the temples has been apprehended or charged. The situation is clearly on a knife edge, and with such large diaspora populations in the UK and with large Hindu communities with strong links to the community in Bangladesh, I'd ask my honourable friend what more she can do to have discussions with the Bangladeshi government to ensure that, and with other partners in the region, to ensure that tensions are lowered, the rule of law put into effect and calm and order restored.
First of all, I'd like to thank the Right Honourable Member for this UQ. It's an important subject, and he's also raised the arrest of the ISKCON leader, and it's a place of worship I too am very familiar with, near his constituency. But Mr. Speaker, these are deep and long-standing ties between our two countries, and the Minister herself is right to point out that even though she's visited Bangladesh recently, as my right honourable friend, the member opposite, has said, the degree of escalation in the violence is deeply, deeply concerning. And what we are witnessing now is just uncontrolled violence in many quarters. And we are now watching with horror and shock as further violence is spread in Bangladesh. And all our thoughts in this House are most definitely with the diaspora community here and those who are affected in Bangladesh. These are deeply disturbing reports.
Ritik Mondal has been joining us live, and he's been tracking all the updates when it comes to the atrocities against Hindus. One, there is a charge currently, Ritik, coming in that the man or the lawyer representing Chinmoy Krishna Das has been brutally attacked. ISKCON has made this claim. There are leaders of the Bharatiya Janata Party in West Bengal who've also tweeted pictures. We are also seeing how the global spotlight is on the persecution faced by minorities in Bangladesh when it comes to the response from the Yunus administration. What is the latest that you're tracking?
Well, it's been a couple of days now, but we know that the ISKCON Kolkata, precisely the Vice President of ISKCON Kolkata, Radha Raman Das, while speaking to Times Now, claimed that the lawyers who defended the Hindu leader Chinmoy Krishna Das at Chittagong court, they were slapped for cases. They are being prosecuted now. They're being attacked now. He put out a picture of claiming that one advocate, Raman Roy, was brutally attacked by miscreants, goons, and now he is undergoing treatment. Remember, today is the day when Chinmoy Krishna Prabhu Das will be brought before court. They will go for a bail plea, but it would be interesting to see what happened is, because remember that during last proceedings we saw widespread ruckus at Chittagong court, how there was vandalism, there was attack, and very, very significantly we are getting to know that this Sheikh Hasina, the former Prime Minister of Bangladesh, she went on record and in a audio conversation with her party men narrated how minorities, especially Hindus, are being targeted in an audio conversation, but we believe it's a phone-in conversation. She narrated how this ISKCON Prabhu, or this Hindu monk, has been arrested, and she also went on criticizing the way the current interim government is doing ruckus and targeting minorities.
Stay with us, Ritik, because you're talking about this audio conversation, a part of which has been released by sources in the Awami League. And like you've been mentioning, It is Sheikh Hasina who has now spoken about the atrocities faced by minorities, especially Hindus in Bangladesh. In this audio tape, a part of which we are going to play out now, and once again we have to mention this has been released by sources in the Awami League. In this tape you will hear Sheikh Hasina, the former Prime Minister of Bangladesh, talk about how Muhammad Yunus is responsible for mass killings that are taking place in Bangladesh. Let's play out one portion of that tape.
You know, dead bodies after dead bodies. I did not want this kind of bloodshed. They wanted to plan an attack. I never wanted that such number of people to die. They're doing this massacre out on the streets when they were about to run a government. Is that the way how they run this government? They wanted to create a massacre. Which is why you are supposed to leave the country. Yunus Khan is doing this massacre. He planned it. Yunus and others conspired this whole massacre.
All right, let me go across to Ritik. Ritik, first of all, tell us about this audio conversation. When did Sheikh Hasina have this conversation or give this kind of address to her party members? Because in a part of it, she goes on to say, and I'm quoting from the excerpts that we have received so far, where she says, Hindus, Christians are being targeted. A seer from ISKCON has been arrested. I want to ask what they are trying to do. And in the same conversation, the one that you were just translating, she also says that Muhammad Yunus is behind all of this. He is the mastermind. Take us through all the details that you've accessed.
Well, what we are learning that it's a over 50 minutes conversation, precisely what we believe that it's a phone-in conversation with her partymen, though those are still in Bangladesh or other part of the country. In this conversation, she narrated the way how minorities are being targeted, and she flagged off several burning issues with regard to this Bangladesh. First of all, how the economy is falling down there, how the Yunus-led interim government is doing ruckus on minorities, be it Hindu, Christians, or those people those follow Buddhism. She also said the several charges were also targeted. She categorically mentioned the way Chinmay Prabhu Das was framed with charges and was arrested. She also said the day when Chinmay Krishna Prabhu Das was brought before the Chittagong court, in which a lawyer, a budding lawyer, was killed, she said it was absolutely planned. In that conversation, she went on record, claiming that lawyer was killed planfully. to diverse the attention
Okay.
of the entire world.
Okay.
So she also narrated that the whatever is happening over there in Bangladesh is also pre-planned by Yunus and his man. She also said, we also blamed that Khalida Jia's sons, who is residing currently in London, she also claimed that he is also associated with this thing. So
Okay.
it's a big expose what
So
we do believe.
50-minute audio address, Ritik. A 50-minute audio address in which Sheikh Hasina has spoken about the atrocities faced by minorities. She's spoken about how Chinmoy Krishnadas was arrested. We have the second excerpt ready, and Ritik, do stay with us because